$150 Amazon.com gift card giveaway at 1,000 subs. Hit that button.
What do you think the final boss of 2020 will be? The US presidential election. Trump not wanting to leave office after Biden squeaks out a win. Karen leaving 2020 a 1-star review and wanting to speak with the creator. Dies and goes to the gates of heaven. I'd like to speak to your manager. Potential candidates. Yellowstone Nazis from the moon. The Four Horsemen. Plague arrived early. Major solar flare. Nazis from the moon 100%. Nuclear war. Scary how true this could be. Coronal mass ejection. Basically a solar storm where the sun shoots out charges, particles and satellites, and our entire electrical network and electrician devices all get fried. We'd be fucked. A literal dark age. Reality probably can't pass up the opportunity to have that happen the same year as coronavirus. Climate change creating a worldwide drought like never seen before. First in the northern hemisphere, a couple of months later in the southern hemisphere. The Great Depression too followed with the Dust Bowl too. Makes perfect sense. Sasquatch being confirmed to exist. We had UFOs already this April. Anti-vaxxers. Won't they have died off by then? 2020. Battle Royale. WW3. Where everyone is involved. It's already started, but it's a new way of doing it. Bullets won't fly till the economy is destroyed and you can't afford food or bullets. Hurricane Kyle. Hurricane XAE ligature A12. The revelation that everything leading up to it was planned. Trump refusing to accept the election results. The apocalypse itself. Hopefully I don't jinx it. YouTube rewind. Santa coming down the chimney with no mask on, wearing a My Body, My Choice mask protest t-shirt, and instead of eating the milk and cookies, he just touches them and puts them back randomly in the bag. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Cthulhu attacks, though more likely a large portion of the polar ice caps breaks off and there is global flooding. The aliens that landed on the Earth in January and brought some strange virus with them will have spread their technology all over the world till December and turn our own minds against us. Wake up, world. 2020 has had a pandemic, so did 1920, and 1,820 people overreact nowadays. 10 million people died in the 1919 epidemic. I think a little caution is merited. COVID-20. Sony's price tag on PS5. That's probably going to be the penultimate boss. Yogurt. The vagueness of this one terrifies me. The Backstreet Boys will mount an insurrection. Backstreet's back. Alright. Technology becoming self-aware and mounting a revolution or demonic invasion. The Wither Boss thing in Minecraft story mode. Whatever reckoning Papa John was talking about. Da fuck happened to John Wick going insane and deciding that we all killed his dog? The hut is finally out-pizzaed, thus opening a portal to a parallel universe. Elvis is still alive in that universe and he comes through, bringing salvation to the last few remaining boomers while visiting a furious vengeance upon anyone who dared violate the quarantine. The Ender Dragon will fly around the globe planting Endermen, zombies and creepers. We will have to fight them with Counter-Strike 1.6 weapons, but restricted to the Scout Sniper and the big fat machine gun. After killing all the mobs that spawned, we will find out that the only way to kill the dragon is by exploiting the bed placing bug that has already been fixed, and we're all gonna need to use our Club Penguin skills to make the dragon go away like Disney made the fun in CP go away. Sheev Palpatine. I think darkness is going to swallow the skies, the world will become corrupted, and the world armies will need to make amends and team up against the giant eyeball weak point. COVID screws businesses badly enough that they start backtracking on things we took for granted, like free refills on soda or no questions asked return policies. Americans have to face the newfound existential crisis. The Walking Dead IRL, finally. I'm thinking zombie-like symptoms during Halloween, and then during winter we get one bearded dude traveling all around the world spreading the worst strain of COVID to rich people. Trump, refusing to accept the election results and claiming to have won. I'm a Trump supporter 75% of the time, but I love a twist. I'd love if he gave a New Year's address only to RIP his skin off and reveal his true form. Sin from Final Fantasy. And now with the world in disarray, my reign is supreme, and no one can stop me. Then, Don Cheadle reveals himself to actually be Captain Planet, and he along with an army of polar bears and genetically altered honeybees do battle with Trump, finally finishing him off with a surprise attack. The truth of global warming. Black hole. Assuming that the alien invasion takes place in June, July and we are enslaved by September, then probably an accident in alien technology which explodes the solar system. The age of delightment, where we hard-working people, who keep society moving forward, begin to feel the pull of why even bother and YOLO. Although unthinkable a few years ago, it becomes easier to succumb to counterproductive thoughts, with the trials of COVID-19, and knowing people who have died. To see the economy crumble through no fault of our own, people will be willing to focus more time on wants, rather than needs, and society will begin its perceivable, but non-quantifiable downturn. Imagine, you're in your cozy room and suddenly you see your glass of water shake and you hear thump, thump, thump almost like footsteps, and you open your door and look outside to be greeted by Godzilla. April, the COVID trilogy rounds out with a massive death toll, then vanishes without a trace like every other issue we've had in years. May, political turmoil as the DNC struggles to replace Bernie and Biden. June, global wildfires and heat waves. July, continued heat waves kill hundreds. Hurricane cleanup or lack thereof. August, closing in on the elections. Reports come out involving coronavirus and the migrant camps. Politics divides from left and right into pro-plague and anti-national security. September, election chaos. Trump saber rattles to gain strength. The Russians stir up shit in South America to distract people. Europe struggles with Brexit-related chaos. October, we hit peak election Trump. Chaos on a global scale. In a desperate attempt to win popularity, Trump finally triggers his recession, with a total trade ban with China. The world economy comes crashing down, and panic buying starts back up. November, mass shootings and chaos in the US, global shortages and economic turmoil. December, Trump, furious he lost, tries to launch a nuke, and settles for a massive security action. NATO is in turmoil. The new year ends with a recession, a war, and finally global chaos as Donald Trump dies. The final boss, whether or not Americans give him a state funeral or not, you never expected it. Wow, okay then. We run out of weed.
$150 Amazon.com gift card giveaway at 1,000 subs. Hit that button.